To illustrate the difference between compounds, their physical properties based on their polarity, I thought I'd go ahead and fill up 4 water bottles. So the first one, we have water in it. The second is ethanol. The third is acetone. And the fourth is hexane. And I've drawn the structures for these compounds using some either Lewis or a little bit of text with Lewis, or condensed structural formula with Lewis. So, for example, there's 3 hydrogens off this carbon. That carbon's connected to this carbon. There's 2 hydrogens off that carbon, and then there's the OH group. This is ethanol. This would be acetone. This is hexane, where we use a little bit of condensed structural with a little bit of the skeletal. So each kink there is a carbon with 2 hydrogens off of it. What I want to illustrate is that if we take the water, and I've put the caps on tight for all 4 of these, if I shake the water up and let it sit, nothing comes out. And I'll squeeze it just a little bit just to get it started, and nothing more happens. It's just squirted a little bit of water, so typically we'll keep the caps tight. Now I'll do the same thing with the other 3. I'll shake the bottles, squeeze bottles, and then I might just squeeze them a little bit just to get it started. I'll squeeze a little bit and see what happens as far as the solution. Does it stop? Does it continue to drip? Like we're seeing ethanol pushed out a little bit more ethanol. It is a little bit more than what we had with water. I'll do the same thing with acetone. Now this one, I didn't even squeeze the bottle, and it's starting to come out, and it's not stopping. So let's see if it catches ethanol, catches up to it, and passes it. So ethanol, I had to squeeze the bottle to get it started, but now it's dripping. Acetone, I didn't even squeeze it, so I guess it started and it's still dripping. I'm going to do the hexane, and not squeezing hexane or acetone, and they are dripping. So the first 2, again, ethanol and water, these 2, I had to squeeze them to get them to drip, but ethanol, I squeezed it, the water, but it didn't drip any more beyond that. As you can see, there's nothing left. But the ethanol dripped a little bit. The acetone's continuing to drip. It's made a bigger drip mark than the ethanol. And these 2, I didn't even squeeze them. They didn't even squeeze them. So it's interesting to kind of just look at the properties of these solutions. And again, I didn't even squeeze the hexane or the acetone, and they started to drip out. It looks like acetone's the winner. It just continues to drip. So the big take-home message is, with these organic solvents, it's just a good idea to leave the caps a little loose. If you're in the labs, just practical things that you learn as you work in the chemistry lab. Leave those caps a little bit loose if you're dealing with your organic solvent, and acetone continues to drip. Hexane's dripping, but it does evaporate very readily from the paper. Thanks. Bye-bye.